Hello, hello. Yeah.
Hi, am I audible or not? Probably not.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. Today we are here for the 90th meeting of Bright Hearts Toastmasters. Now, before I get started, Toastmasters is a non-for-profit educational organization that helps all of us get better at public speaking, leadership, and communication. It is present in over 140 countries and spans across multiple cities, multiple states. And we are just one small part of it. Bright Hearts was founded approximately 2 years ago. And look at what we managed to achieve today. We are here to provide a supportive environment where members practice prepared speeches, helpful evaluations, and impromptu speaking in the form of table topics. Since the theme of today's meeting is mindfulness, I'm going to say the rules right now. And I'm going to say only one of them wrong. And you're going to tell me which one. First rule is, we don't do crosstalk while there's a speaker on stage. The second rule is, please put your phones on silent as to not disturb the meeting. This one is true, so can we do that now? Let's have a thumbs up as soon as we're done. I see a few thumbs up, few more. Okay, we're good to go. Then the third rule is, while exiting and entering the stage, we give the person on stage either a handshake or a fist bump. And the last rule is that whenever you feel like getting up, stretching your legs and moving around, you can freely do so. There's one last rule. Since we are Toastmasters, just to be sensitive, we talk about sensitive topics like sex, religion, and politics mindfully so as to not hurt anybody's sentiments. So which one was wrong? Okay, yeah. Nivedita told us that it's not the rule, so good one there. I loved her expression while she told us. She was like, I wish I could. I so wish I could. Later. Okay, with that, I'll be introducing our presiding officer, Toastmaster Sayuj. He's the president of Toastmasters, Bright Hearts Toastmasters, the best club in Bangalore. And he has been a Toastmaster for multiple years. He has won multiple inter-club contests in table topics. And now he not only wins contests, but also our little hearts. When I asked Sayuj, with his advanced age, what is one thing he's learned to be mindful about? He said to always answer questions carefully, to take your time, to answer them prudently with care and wisdom. And that is why I still haven't got his answer. Without further ado, please welcome our presiding officer for the day, Toastmaster Sayuj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arna. I knew not answering your question will lead me to something like that, but thank you so much. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. How's the Josh? Great. So thanks, Arna, for explaining about Toastmasters International. And Bright Hearts is a 2-year-old club. It's still in its infancy, but we have broken all the records. And that is a testimony of how great we are. The awards, whichever awards comes out of Toastmaster International, the district division, we go for it. And also Toastmaster International gives clubs some points based on the educations, as in the speeches that the members give, the number of members that is there within the club, also in terms of admin and the club officers doing the training. And the first year, we got the highest award, which is the President Distinguished. And last year, we got the Smedley Distinguished Awards. And this year, we are at almost at 1.5 of those awards, and we still have 8.5 to go. So please give yourself a round of applause for that. So with that, I do see a couple of guests in the room, so I would like to invite them on stage. Just tell us your name, how you heard about Bright Hearts, and that's simple. Let's keep it simple.
Thank you, Toastmaster service. Hello, everyone. My name is Vikas. I may be the guest for today, but I'm part of the Toastmaster from last 2 years. I'm part of the club Dhwani Toastmasters, who is currently operating in JP Nagar. I was looking for a club on Sunday because on Saturday I'm not able to go due to some other requirement. So that's why I'm here. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikas, and welcome to our club. And I hope to see you every Sunday at this club, and I know you will have a lot of fun in the club. I see one more guest. Come on. Just tell us your name and where you heard about Bright Hearts.
Hello everyone, my name is Divya Mangal and I am exploring right now Toastmasters. I heard from a friend about Toastmasters and I'm still exploring. So, yeah, thank you.
Welcome, Divya, and I hope you found your destination. And with that, I would declare meeting 90 open. Today's theme is mindfulness, and as Arna already mentioned, she asked me about what I'm mindful about, and I don't have an answer to that. I can't even find my car keys, so forget about finding something which is mindfulness. But we have an expert among us who is very mindful. So without further ado, I would like to call on that expert to take this meeting forward. So this expert is a product manager and who believes that every product becomes better after every upgrade. And that's why she got married. And after marriage, she started being more mindful and started embracing yoga. That is what marriage does. Exhibit 2, Patnayaks. And she's been practicing yoga, but the yoga instructor is sometimes not very happy with her. And the yoga instructor once said, "Aditi, break a leg." And she literally did. So without further ado, please welcome on stage Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditi. 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 Did you get the evaluation?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Aditi, and I am very excited to be your Toastmaster of the day. Now, for those of you who are new to the concept of Toastmasters or new to this club, let me first tell you exactly what's in store for you for the next 2 hours approximately. Today's meeting is divided into 3 sections: prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. Prepared speeches are the section where 3 speakers would come on the stage and deliver a pre-prepared speech for about 5 to 7 minutes. That speech would be tied to a particular goal they have, which they want to achieve through Toastmasters. Second section is the table topics, where a few of you would be asked to come on the stage and speak about any topic randomly for about 2 minutes. So it's okay, you don't have to worry about it. And last section is the evaluations, where there would be people sitting in the audience evaluating your style of speaking, your structure, your delivery, your time control, and they'll tell you all of that in a very supportive environment. So these are primarily the 3 sections for the day. And with that, let me tell you what my role is. Because if others are doing prepared speeches and somebody is coming and speaking impromptu, I also have a role. So my role, ladies and gentlemen, is to take you along on a ride to experience mindfulness. So before I even explain what it is, can somebody in the audience would like to volunteer and tell me what their definition of mindfulness is, except the role takers? Anybody who would like to volunteer? Staying in the present. Yeah, quite rightly. His definition is much better than what I thought. So I got introduced to this term about 5-6 years ago, and a doctor introduced me to it. That's a different story. But when I first heard somebody ask me to try mindfulness, I thought, oh my God, now they want me to sit and meditate, and I have to just close my eyes, chant a mantra. That was my definition of mindfulness. But yes, it's essentially just about being present in the moment where you are, without worrying about, oh, what will happen tomorrow, or regretting about the past, whatever happened with you. And today, you won't have to listen to me give you gyan about, oh, you know what, this is what mindfulness is. Rather, we would experience this through 3 different set of activities. So stay tuned, because I would really need your full attention throughout this entire setup. And the very first activity that we would do here involves eating, and involves eating cupcakes. I hope everybody of you here is able to eat cupcakes and not diabetic. Anyway, that's a small in size. Okay, I'm guessing that everybody can. Arna, can we please have the cupcakes distributed? Sorry? No. Yeah, this. Team mode is lazy. Oh, thank you. Sayuj, you also take the cupcake. Don't start eating them now. Yeah, please, sorry. No, even if somebody does, we have 1 spare. We have a lot spare.
No, you have to eat it now. Throw the chewing gum now. That is what looks more tastier than chewing gum. Thank you.
Yes, this is about testing your patience. How long can you hold off? Yeah. See, nothing in life comes for free, right? Okay. Now that everybody is settled, Sayuj, could you please take a seat as well? Ilango, please come and settle down. Now, what we are about to do today is split into 4 parts. So you all have gotten this cupcake in your hand, but rather than just directly eating it, we'll do 4 steps first before you take the, 2 steps first before you take the first bite. No. So now I want you to go with me on an imagination exercise. Imagine that you have just landed on the moon and apparently there was a crash. So imagine that you have just landed on the moon. You are exploring and you come across this unique looking object. You pick it up, and at this point I would request you to please pick up your cupcakes and look at it. Don't eat it, just look at it. Now I want you to really notice its texture, as in what are the 3 parts of it. Yes, the frosting on the top, the cream in the middle, and the bread base at the bottom. The second part, so if you are not comfortable, please skip it. Try and I want you to now just sniff the cupcake and see if you can smell anything. Okay. Enough teasing. Now, I want you to take a very small bite that you can.
This is a small bite.
Yes. Take one bite. And as you eat it, I want you to realize what exactly were you able to feel. How were the three different textures? The cream, the bread, and the frosting.
The paper.
I hope everybody did. And now for the last part. Before you take the... Yeah, anyways, in the next bite, you can finish it off. But as you take the next bite, I want you to really think what part of the cupcake you really enjoyed the most. What is it that you really enjoy? Okay.
Can I get a second opinion with another cupcake?
Okay, so we'll probably try this one other time. Now, as you finish it, just try and remember how you really felt while you were exploring the different flavors, the three things that you were able to taste. The entire concept of this exercise is to simply tell you that you can be mindful in doing even everyday little things such as eating. Mindfulness doesn't only mean that you have to sit and meditate and close your eyes. It's about simply experiencing what you do in the present moment. A very simple example is most of us just gobble up our food while watching something on TV or scrolling something on the phone. And we don't realize, or we don't even look at the food that we are eating. So it's about really telling you how you can embrace being present by something you do every single day. And I hope you liked the entire exercise, and we have more cupcakes left if you guys want to have more. And with that, let me actually also ask you, if some of you are interested, we can give you a sticky note and you can write down what you felt while you ate this cupcake. Anything different you experienced from all the times you might have eaten this cupcake or something else. Wow, he's truly being mindful.
The camera is Madhur phone. वैसे she's one the camera is हाँ. It's okay.
Are you supposed to write anything?
Yes. Aditya has been not mindful. Just write one thing that you felt while eating a cupcake. Which part?
Oh, okay.
What's one thing?
This is gluten, your gluten.
It's okay if you didn't feel anything separately.
You can say it
all
was
of
normal.
you. No, please keep it. Yeah, it's for you.
A reminder to be mindful.
Yeah, this is an inward going exercise, so you just need the notes with yourself. Once everybody is done, I'll wait another 30 seconds. Okay. With that, let me move on to introduce the next person who would be evaluating this entire meeting and really telling us how well we did, especially how mindfully some of you were eating and how mindfully some of you were listening. With that, let me invite Toastmaster Pragya on the stage.
Pragya! Pragya! Pragya.
No, I'll just.
Pragya. Pragya.
So when I asked Toastmaster Pragya what mindfulness is according to her, she told me that to her mindfulness is finding calm even when life is very busy, rather than waiting for life to slow down. And I really resonated with her. Over to you, Toastmaster Pragya.
Okay, I have it. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am General Evaluator for the day, and as a GE, it's my responsibility to keep a keen eye in the meeting from the start till the end. So I'm going to observe each person who is coming over the stage and what are their strengths, what are the things they could do better, and I'll keep on noting those things and present my report at the end. But I cannot do it alone, so I have a tag team to help me with that. So I would like to call the first person who is going to help me is the first time role taker in the Bright Hearts, Toastmaster Rishika, for the timer of the day. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Rishika.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Good evening. I am Rishika, new addition to the Toastmasters Club. Today, I am playing a role of a timer, while our theme invites us to slow down and enjoy the present moment. But here I am here to remind you not to get too lost in the moment as time is ticking. So, today, think of me as your mindful traffic controller, and I'll be alerting all the speaker, each of the speaker for their remaining time. For prepared speakers, the time duration is between 5 to 7 minutes. I'll show green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes. And for evaluators, the time duration is between 2 to 3 minutes. I'll hold green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2.5 minutes, red card at 3 minutes. And for table topic, the time duration is 1 to 2 minutes. I'll show green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1.5 minute, and red card at 2 minutes. Thank you. And at the end of the meeting, I'll share my timers report. Thank you. Back to the Pragya.
Now the second person who is going to help me with this general evaluation is the person who has also joined Toastmaster recently, and it's again the first time role taker, Toastmaster Aryan. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Aryan for the role of our counter.
Good evening, Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and respected guests, and my dear bright hearts, both in this room, mushroom, and in Zoom. I am Aryan, new addition to this room, and I'm serving as a counter here, and you can call me as a CRPF counter as well, where C means crutch words or crutch sounds. For example, and, but, yet, and R is for repeated words, where we repeat the words in between the sentences, like and, so, okay, like that. P is for pauses, unintentional pauses, while you are thinking for long. For example, and F is for filler words. Like basically, seriously, to be honest, like that. So these tiny CRPF elements are, these are very tiny, but it distracts the audience from the actual lucid message. So I'll be listening to this and noticing these meaningless words which are in between your speeches, because when your mind is thinking much more faster than your mouth, so something comes out. So at the end of the meeting, I'll be sharing the brief report of what CRPF words we have used. So relax and enjoy. And if you see me smiling and writing something on the notepad while you're speaking, it's just that you are doing something great, or I have counted another ah. Aha. Thank you and happy speaking. Over to you, General Manager.
Excuse me. Okay. With that, I would like to call upon the third person, the third role taker, and this person is gonna help us to be mindful about our grammar. And she is a seasoned Toastmaster, and we are sharing the same color top today. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Devsha on the stage.
Hello everyone, I am the grammarian of the day, but to talk about the grammarian, of course my role is to call out good phrases, good usage of words, note some wonderful words that getting used, but I have a challenge for you as well as me. So anyone aware what's the word of the day is?
Lucid.
Lucid, yes. But lucid is only the word. It can be used in many forms. It can be used as noun, adjective and adverb. So for example, to describe what lucid is, so it's a word that means clear, concise, clarity, and that can be used in multiple ways. For example, if we use it as adjective, her speech was lucid and compelling. If we use it as a noun, mindfulness fosters lucidity during stressful situations. If we use it as adverb, he explained the concept lucidly. Now it is not just using the word of the day, it is using the word of the day in all, like you have to try to use it in multiple forms. To make it little simpler for you guys to understand, noun is basically person, place, thing or idea. So lucidity comes into picture. Adjective is what describes a noun. So lucid explanation. Explanation is the description, lucid is describing that adjective. And then adverb is basically a degree of verb or an adjective. How something is done, explained lucidly. So I would encourage each and every one of you to use the word of the day in all its forms. And as a grammarian today, apart from looking at how many times the word has been used, I look at how many times it was used properly, the good usages, and of course my mentor has given me a challenge to note adverbs today. So it is also, I would require your help to help me identify adverbs and add adverbs in your sentences. With that, back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devsha. And now I would like to call the last role taker for General Evaluator help, and he is Toastmaster Srinath. He is taking the special role today. So let's call upon Toastmaster Srinath.
Mindfulness, the art of noticing. When I heard about today's theme, it reminded me of one of the incidents that I had in my personal life back in my school days and engineering life. So back in my school days, I thought the reason I was not having any girlfriend was I was beyond their level. And I was under the same thought till my second year of engineering. Then I started becoming more mature and started practicing mindfulness. Not through meditation normally, but I started noticing my own thoughts and questioning everything, my belief, my thought, and whatever is going on in my mind. Then the truth, the harsh truth came into my life. I realized that I was not having girlfriend, not because I was beyond their level, but because they were beyond my level. And thank you, Aditi, for choosing a theme that will reminded me how stupid I was during that time. And in Gen Z term, it was really a moe moment of my life. Back to the topic. Good evening, Bright Hearts and my dear guest.
Good evening.
Today, I'll be your listener. That means I have to be more careful and I have to listen to each of the speeches. And at later period of time, I'll come back to the stage and I'll ask question to all of you. And at last, guys, there is a surprise for all of the winner. So keep waiting for me to reveal that surprise when I came back. I'll come back later. Over to you.
Okay, with that, I would wrap up my section here and present my report with my tag team at the end of the meeting when called upon. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, I think a lot of mindfulness has gone in. Hopefully, you're listening to everything, and by now you have also gotten over the cupcake activity as well. With that, let me move over to the first section of this meeting, which is prepared speeches. For our first speech of the day today, I would like to invite the evaluator for the speech, which is Toastmaster Madhur. When I asked Toastmaster Madhur what is his definition of mindfulness, he shared something which I quite was able to relate to it. He said that to me, mindfulness is when I open the fridge for the 5th time without knowing exactly why. With that, I invite Toastmaster Madhur to the stage.
Madhur, 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 Madhur.
I don't know it's only me or you also noticed after eating the cupcake, we had 2 members wearing the exact red velvet shirt and a further beige color pant here. Anyone noticed? Or only me noticed? Yes. Who? Rishika and Aryan wearing the exact velvet color shirt. Oh, that's the art of noticing. That's the mindfulness.
Oh.
Thank you, Aditi, for help us practicing this. When I read the theme, immediately a thought came to my mind that only time I live in the present moment is when I am asleep. Now I realize I can be mindful even while I'm eating. Now, my role today is as an evaluator, where I will be evaluating the speech given by Srihari. He will be delivering the level 1, project 1 speech, icebreaker speech, where he will introduce himself to the club. And as a custom of Toastmaster, we will be paying standing ovation to the speaker. With that, I wish all the best to the speaker, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhur. Now, the moment we have all been waiting for, and Toastmaster Srihari in particular. When I asked Toastmaster Srihari what is mindfulness according to him, his response was more of a lot more responsibility and being 100% in the moment. He said that to him, mindfulness is doing what exactly the current moment demands of him. If he is working, then it's 100% dedication at work. If he's taking his nieces out for a swim, he knows that their safety is his utmost priority. And I think as somebody who hasn't really been responsible most of her life as the youngest child, I cannot relate quite as much to it, but I hope we'll know more from Toastmaster Srihari as he comes and shares his speech. I would now like to invite Toastmaster Srihari on the stage. Toastmaster Srihari, first of all, Toastmaster Srihari.
August 1996, US President Bill Clinton celebrated his 50th birthday. A riot broke out in Belgium over corruption. In the small city of Kerala called Thalassery, a boy was born. He weighed almost 5 kilograms at birth. The nurses told that he was quite heavy, yet so calm. The grandfather chose to name me as Srihari. Little did my grandfather think about all my future Dutch colleagues who will have to call me by that name with a big accent. The same grandfather chose to name my cousin, who was born just after 6 months, as Manu. What an irony. Now, my mom was a teacher, and all her children loved her. That also meant that I had to be the role model for everyone, everywhere, and the whole of the world. My dad, he was a government officer. He was perhaps the most honest human being I ever met. I have a sister who is 7 years elder to me, and she is literally my punching bag. As a child, I was somewhat different. For example, I used to drive my dirt bike inside my home from hall to the kitchen and back, messing up the entire home. I used to throw sand in the eyes of Manu with nearly zero provocation just to see how that poor guy would react. To my maths teacher, I was quite gifted. To my English teacher, I was the public nuisance of the school. Most other teachers did not care enough to make a remark. But I was that child who used to give harsh feedback to teachers in the parents-teachers meeting over their inefficiencies, the real arrogant and precocious 12-year-old. Now, when I was in class 9th, this English club of my school decided to organize a speech competition for the Independence Day. I didn't care a lot about English, to be honest. I wasn't particularly passionate about giving speech to the public either. I wasn't into Independence Day celebration also. But what I was into was the Meghna, a girl called Meghna in the school, the beautiful Meghna, who also happened to be the secretary of the English club. What better way to impress Meghna than to ace this public speech competition? I came home that day. I asked my dad, "Hey dad, can you please write a script for me?" He agreed. He wrote a 4-page script for me. Me, who was particularly arrogant on my memory at that time, decided to read it just once and proclaim that I'm ready for the speech. That night, I slept peacefully, imagining me being the Shashi Tharoor in front of the school and Meghna the next day. The speech day arrived. It was 2 p.m. the next day. After about 4 candidates, as the 5th candidate, I was invited onto the stage. But as I was walking onto the stage from my seat, I noticed something was different. My heart was all of a sudden beating really fast. My forehead and my palms were very sweaty. My voice somewhat trembling. My vision was somewhat blurry. I had zero clue what was happening. Anyway, I decided to walk onto the stage and assume the center of the stage. I started with my speech. First of all, then maybe a 10-second pause. I repeated it again. First of all, I had zero clue what to say next. My mind had gone blank. So I decided to glance through the audience. and there I saw Meghna looking straight into my eyes, rather confused. That was it. I was really panicked. Not knowing what to do, I decided to turn to the evaluator. The guy was equally perplexed. I asked him, "Sir, can you please call me after a few more candidates? I think I need some more time to prepare." The audacity to ask for more time to prepare when you are on stage, that's something else. Anyways, he didn't have a choice, so he agreed to it. While walking back to my seat, I realized I was just constantly thinking. I was actually quite disturbed at that moment. Not because my speech was bad, but the problem was that nobody responded. Had somebody booed or clapped in sarcasm, I would have felt better. That nearly 1 minute that I spent on stage was so insignificant that nobody even cared to boo. That was quite disturbing to me. Anyways, after around 3 more candidates and long half an hour, the evaluator called me back onto the stage. I walked back, assumed the same position where I was embarrassed nearly half an hour back. This time, I started to speak again. But this time my speech actually improved a little bit. Instead of just 3 words, I was actually able to complete one full sentence. The sentence was, "First of all, I would like to thank you all for giving me a chance to take part in this program." That was it. Then I thanked the audience and walked back to my seat. I precisely remember how I felt at that time. I just wanted the ground to open up and swallow me alive with the whole world watching. But unfortunately or fortunately, that did not happen. That day passed, that night passed, and many such days passed. But this incident itched a permanent scar in my mind. I started hating public speaking. Every time I walk onto a stage, or even I see somebody walk onto a stage, or a stage with a mic, I started getting anxious for no reason. I started thinking about Meghna. I started thinking about the 9th standard speech and overwhelmed myself for no reason. And one day I decided that if I'm to do justice to my career as an engineer, this cannot continue. I cannot keep postponing the presentations or public speaking events and expect my career to do well. So that's when I decided to walk into Bright Hearts. This incident that I just described to you happened in 2011, around 2 weeks before Independence Day. It is another Independence Day, 15 days down the line. I hope this time my speech was slightly better and I'm on the path to improve. I believe this is a first of all for the rest of my life as a public speaker, and things improve from here. I want to thank you all for listening to me. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I think that was a great introduction. Thank you, Toastmaster Srihari. I don't know what is it about girls with named Meghna. Either they are too beautiful, because my husband's first crush also was the girl with the same name, and I still have a hard time about it, but we all have crushes, that's okay. Now that we have seen and heard different aspects of being mindful about eating and being mindful about listening, I want you all to help me invite the next person who will evaluate our second speech for the day, which is Toastmaster Pooja. When I asked Toastmaster Pooja what is mindfulness according to her, she shared something which I don't know how many of you would be able to resonate, but I think as most parents can, because to her it is watching her son wait for just 5 minutes and not do anything destructive. With that, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Pooja.
Pooja, 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 Pooja.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
A very good evening to my target speaker. He is attempting his level 1, project 5. Timer, please note the time is 6 to 8 minutes. The purpose of the project is to apply the constructive feedback from his last speech into his present speech. With that, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja. Now we invite on stage our next speaker, Toastmaster Ilango. When I asked Toastmaster Ilango what is mindfulness according to him, he said that it is exercising. He feels that he's truly in the moment when he's exercising. With that, I would invite Toastmaster Ilango on the stage. Just to announce. Toastmaster Ilango, it was not a checklist. It was not a checklist, Toastmaster Ilango.
Let's go, Ilango.
Everyone says marriage is a turning point in your life. It's begin when we started thinking about our companion, someone who stand by us for rest of our life. In this case, my journey didn't begin with me. It's begin with my parents. Yes, my parents started searching bridal for me. Wherever my mother went, a temple, a grocery stores, and functions, she used to say, "Let me know any girl available for my son's marriage." Any girl? I wondered. That sounds risky. I went back to her. "Mom, don't say any girl. Just say beautiful girl." She politely noped me. My mind didn't stop there. Again started thinking, only beautiful girl? What she comes from city? Will I adjust? No, 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 no. Went back again to my mom. "Mom, say beautiful and village girl." That moment, my mother probably wondered whether she is ordering customized online order or searching a bridal. One day, my family friends came. He said, "One girl is available. She is from village, educated and beautiful girl." After hearing, I shocked whether my mom is ordered perfect checklist. Suddenly, my father said, "Next day, we are going to meet that family." Next day morning, our journey started with 3 bikes, with full of excitement, with full of expectation. Halfway through, it was raining heavily. We stopped under a small shelter. That shelter made for only 5 members, whereas we are 25 members of squeezed like this. We were fully drenched, but our mission continued. After an hour of travel, we were entered into narrow path, farming land, full of greenery. We reached one small village. Near the banyan tree, I saw one girl praying in front of Ganesha statue like this. In the morning, sunlight, golden yellow color sunlight moon. She was fixing her hair like this. My eyes is fully focused her, but I completely forgot my road. My father asked, "What happened? What happened?" I replied, "Nothing, Daddy, nothing. Just brake malfunction." We reached finally the home. Since we were wet, they offered towel and they asked us to sit. The most beautiful moments came in. Someone said, "Ask that girl to come in." I sit straightly. I adjusted my collar, full of expectation. One lady entered. Someone is offering the coffee. I slowly turned with expectation. It was old lady. I politely smiled. Then, inside, full of disappointment. After some time, someone said loudly, "Why are you delaying? Ask that girl to come in." That time she walked in. I seen her. She is the same girl I seen near the banyan tree. That moment, everything became silent. She was glowing more than what I expect, what I imagined. That time, quietly inside my inner voice said, "She is the one." That time, I understood something very important thing. Searching a bridal is not finding perfect checklist, because how many conditions we add in, our heart does not follow. Dear friends, my dear guest, especially who is not married, this advice is for you. Finding a life partner is not about perfect checklist. It's about how someone who feel in deeply. With that, back to Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, I think as somebody into rom-coms, Toastmaster Lango really told us an amazing romantic story, right from the moment she flipped her hair to the glow. It just took me back as if I was watching a movie. Thank you, Toastmaster Lango, for sharing your amazing love story with us. Now, as most of you would have heard so many stories, now I want to test how much you were not only listening, but how much you were seeing. It's been about 1 hour since we have stepped into this venue. And right now, I have a test for all of you. So for this, I want you all to just look straight and answer questions which I ask. And whoever answers the most questions correctly would get rest of the cupcakes to go.
Oh.
Okay, so first question. We have a table in this room which has trophies. Can somebody tell me how many trophies are there without looking? Toastmaster Madhur.
8.
Wrong. It's 11. You can't. You're the one who plays them every time.
I would have been non-mindful and just placed random. And they're arranged in perfect triangles.
Okay. There are a couple of curtains in this room which are tied up. How many curtains are there which are tied up? Yes, Toastmaster Madhur.
3?
No. No. At this point, no looking. Okay, one last chance. Anybody? 6. Yes, Toastmaster Ilango. Did you already know this or you counted? Yeah, so there are 6 curtains. Yeah. Now, as you guys entered the space, there is some text that's written on the glass door. Can somebody tell me what the text is? On the glass door, sorry. When we enter, there's a glass door. Something is written on that glass door. Without looking, can somebody tell me? No. No, you're not allowed to look. No. Keep it up. Okay, 3 more chances. No. It's a sentence, by the way. It's not one word. No. It's a sentence.
Welcome to Mushroom.
No. So it says, this is where the fun stuff happens.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not like I also knew it long before you guys did. One more question. When you enter the second room, there are a couple of soft toys that are placed in a shelf. Can you tell me how many soft toys are there? This is a tough one. Close. Yeah, I think 5. There are 5. Yes. And last but not the least, there are some ropes tied just before you enter the washroom. How many ropes are there?
7.
Yes, there are in total 7 ropes. Yeah, by this point, I don't know if one person got the most right, so please feel free to have whoever, now it's like whoever gets to the cupcakes first. Now with that, I hope all of you are now present in this room and you would probably notice more such things as you come to this venue. With that, I want to now welcome to the stage our third speaker, the evaluator Toastmaster Carol. When I asked Toastmaster Carol what is mindfulness according to her, she said that it begins as being with nature and embracing the smallest of details it entails, sitting quietly in front of a lake and taking in the light breeze. Her definition was so lucid that I had to read it from the note. Thank you, Toastmaster Carol.
Carol, 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 Carol.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll be mindful. I always get this wrong, sorry.
Okay. All right. Dear Toastmasters and guests, a very good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
So, my target speaker, Nivedita, will be attempting her 5th project in level 1 of her pathway, Dynamic Leadership. Now, what is the purpose of this project? It is very similar to what Ilango just attempted. It is the evaluation and feedback second speech. Now, to give you a more lucid explanation of what this is, she had attempted her first speech in evaluation and feedback where she got feedback for it. She will be incorporating the feedbacks received into this second speech. I will be evaluating her based on those feedbacks. The speaker can choose to provide the same speech, a revised version of the same speech, or a completely new speech. Timer, please note timing for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And I wish my target speaker all the very best.
All right. Last but not the least, our third and final prepared speaker of the day, Toastmaster Nivedita. When I asked her what is mindfulness according to her, she told me that she knows that she's an overthinker. And to her, mindfulness is knowing that, oh, she is now really overthinking and taking a deep breath and bringing her attention back to the present. With that, I invite Toastmaster Nivedita to the stage. Trust your gut. Toastmaster Nivedita, trust your gut. Before I begin my speech, I want to wish all of you a very happy Friendships Day. Thank you for being my extended friends, my close friends. What is it, Aditya? I will give it to you post this. I know, right? Devsha. Raise of hands. How many of you woke up one day and decided you're going to change the trajectory of your career path and went ahead and did that? Awesome. I too did the same 6 years back. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
If you had met me 6 years back, you would have found me as a professor trying to drill medical knowledge into a group of 20-year-olds. I was trying to be cool professor, but secretly I was very strict. Recently, my students told me they used to call me the terror ma'am. I don't know for what reason, but apparently with stylish hairstyles. So, growing up, I used to hate maths with a vengeance, but I used to love biology. And so like any Indian middle class child, the path forward was very clear. Get those two marvelous letters in front of my name, doctor. I still remember in my 9th standard, my then class teacher, Anita ma'am, she came and told me, Nivedita, you should be taking up science stream and go and become a doctor. Like that, my goal was set. In 2017, I finished my specialization in MDS, Oral Medicine and Radiology from the prestigious SDM Dental College, Dharwad. And post that, I decided I want to get into academics. Fun fact, by the way, which Akshay already knows because he was there for my last speech. Did you know dentistry has 9 specialties? Yes. Now Arna knows thanks to my speech. This small area of the face and body, and you have 9 ways to master it. So I went into academics because that is what I wanted. And I did teach for 4.5 wonderful years. And then pandemic hit. Classes were halted, clinics were closed, college was closed. And I got something in plenty like every one of you. Lot of time in hand. And I started introspecting. Was I actually happy doing what I was doing? Was this enough or was I stuck in a comfort zone? As I started looking outward, I also started looking inward. Maybe that was the beginning of my mindfulness journey, Aditi. And LinkedIn and Google became my best friends. I started hours of researching, scrolling and networking and stumbled upon this field called as clinical research. Did I know what this job entailed? Not at all. But somewhere I decided to trust my instinct. My gut told me, this really feels scary, but somewhere this also feels right. And I decided to go with that. When I told my family, they were shocked. Idinano mole ninne padipichu njangal doctor akiyadu? Literally translating to, is this why we struggle so hard to make you a doctor? When I told my colleagues and my friends, they were also shocked. You want to sit in front of a laptop instead of treating patients? But I decided to go ahead with my instinct. Then started the rounds of interviews. I dusted off all my books which were put somewhere and started preparing. Round 1, somehow I cleared. Round 2, nail-biting moments later, I got the call. You are headed for round 3. After round 3, again few more anxious days later, then I get the final call. Congratulations, you're going into the HR round. For me, that was first, like I did not know what is HR round, what are these rounds coming from something like a medical background. Then finally, at last, I get that call that I'm selected for the role. Looking back, it was one of the best decisions of my life. Today, I lead a group of subject matter experts in oncology. My team helps deliver additional knowledge so that scientific research is taken forward in the field of cancer. I'm done with root canals and fillings. Now I'm in the field of non-small cell lung cancers, lymphomas, breast cancers. Did my dental education go waste?
Not at all. It actually helps strengthen my my clinical knowledge, and that actually helps forward the knowledge or the cancer research. As my team delivers each project, it somewhere helps advance patient outcomes. Today, when I look back, I might not be doing changes the way I imagined. The 14-year-old Nivi had a different imagination that I would be treating patients, I would be changing lives that way. But every night, I still sleep knowing that I'm making changes in this world, not the way I imagined or my class teacher imagined back then. So, if one thing I have learned from this is that change is always uncomfortable. Change is always scary. But at times, we have to trust ourselves, trust our instincts. Because you, as scientists call, the gut is called as the second brain. So, if you are somebody standing at the edge of a difficult decision, be it in your life, be it in your career, I have just one simple advice for you. Trust your gut. Change is always scary, but sometimes the life or the career that you are looking for would be at the other side of that change. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita, for sharing your such an inspiring story of really making a career pivot. I think especially I can relate to trusting her gut because I have made very major decisions in my life just doing that when you don't know how to operate with uncertainty, and that applies to so many of us. With that, we come to the end of our prepared speeches section. I hope you enjoyed listening to Toastmaster Srihari sharing his story about a stage fear, love for a crush. I don't know if that was unrequited or not, but then moving on to Toastmaster Ilango's beautiful rom-com storytelling of how he met his wife. And lastly, to Toastmaster Nivedita's career pivot from dental research to an entirely, from academic, it's to a research-based field. I hope all of these stories you were able to listen mindfully, because if you think and reflect what we did starting from the beginning, we got to know what Toastmasters is, we got to know the amazing, beautiful stories of the speakers, and I hope you enjoyed the cupcakes as well. I don't know how many of you really ate those mindfully, but my takeaway for you is just 3 things. Whenever somebody asks you to be more mindful, it's not necessarily that they want you to do something in particular. All you need to do is really what needs to be done in the moment. If you're eating, you're just eating. If you're listening to somebody, then rather than forming a reply in your head, you just listen to what they are saying. And lastly, when you look around you, you really notice things that you would otherwise not, because you were never paying attention. With that, I would like to move on to our voting for all the prepared speeches. The
link is bit.ly BHTM vote 1. To help all the guests, I'll be putting a QR code on the group. The link is on the group, bit.ly BHTM vote 1. Does anybody need help?
sooner we get the responses, the sooner we can eat cupcakes.
Can you show me QR code?
Just make an announcement. There are cookies.
Okay.
Cookies, oatmeal, oats, and
Chocolate quinoa.
The
Okay.
oats is at $35 and the cookies at $50.
30 and 50. Okay.
We've gotten 4 responses so far. Please vote. Please get your votes in.
Okay, so just an announcement, folks, before we end. So there are cookies available. The oatmeal cookies are priced at 50 and chocolate quinoa cookies at, I guess, 70. And yeah, once you're done, you can please have the cookies. And
Please finish voting. We only have 9 votes. You need to vote.
Huh?
You need to vote.
yeah, I'm also doing. Done. Oh, okay. Just like I still get when I am asked to speak on something impromptu. But like everything that teaches you about being mindful, even this section is about being in the present. And I have somebody who will help you guide through being present. This Toastmaster Dubby. When I asked him what mindfulness is to him, he told me that he regularly practices meditation and he's able to visualize just one thought in his mind by focusing on the point in between his eyes, and that just gets him to the present moment and helps him be more mindful. With that, over to you, Toastmaster Dubby.
Badri, 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 Badri.
Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests.
Good evening.
How's the Josh?
Hi.
Today, I'll be the table topic master. But before that, I hope you all had a great experience by your team at Aditi, especially about the cupcakes as well and the mindfulness that we all had. As a person who was practicing this meditation for such a long time, I've been found some positive influence on that one. Let's move to table topics section. Table topics is a section where impromptu topics will be given and the speaker has to speak for the next 2 minutes. For the benefits of all the speakers, we do follow a PREP framework, P-R-E-P. P stands for point. The topic that has been given to you, you can always think about a particular point by your experiences. Once you started figuring out your point, you can give a reason to that point. That R stands for reason. Once you got the reason, you can move to giving us the illustrations. That is E. E stands for example. You can always illustrate some example to make sure that this audience are following with your storyline. And at last you can end up with a conclusion. And I would suggest to use the word of the day for all the table topic speakers. And I have a black box. This is not a black box, this is a mindful moments box. Here I have certain set of questions inside the box. I will call each one of the volunteer and you have to come and you have to pick a slip. I will read out the question and you have to give a speech for the next 2 minutes. Who is coming at first? I will call out a member at first.
Wasim.
Wasim.
Wasim. Wasim. Wasim. Wasim. Wasim. Wasim.
Toastmaster Wasim. The topic is tell about someone who made you feel truly listened to. Tell us about someone who made you feel truly listened to. Toastmaster Wasim.
Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests.
Good evening.
Quite a few months before, just like the speakers today, I was sitting in one of those chairs, kind of with a lot of anxiety. Because I was just about to hear an evaluation. Not just any evaluation. It's an evaluation from Akshay. You know, Akshay can be goofy a lot of times. But when it comes to evaluations, he is also razor sharp and lucid. So, in a way, I was thinking, what would Akshay say? Because he is one person who is not going to back off when it comes to critical feedback. As I was waiting there in the chair, Akshay came. He was primarily the general evaluator there. And he started reading out his reports. And when it came to the feedbacks for the speakers, and it came to my speech, Akshay said, Vasan, your speech was good. But then, there was something in the last 2 minutes that you did that made me feel like you are like a dead speaker also. To be honest, even I didn't notice that I changed my gears during those last 2 minutes. I thought I was giving my speech as usual. But that moment gave me the confidence. That moment made me feel that Akshay actually listened to me. And whenever I'm down with confidence, I used to go back to the video and see what I really did. What made me really confident that day in those last 2 minutes. If not for Akshay, I wouldn't have noticed it. Noticing is caring. Be it Meghna, be it your wife, you care, you love, you start by noticing. Thank you.
That's a wonderful takeaway, Vasan. Next, we'll call out a guest. Any guest can volunteer?
Clip.
The topic for today is, if today became one of your happiest memories 5 years from now, what would make it special? If today became one of your happiest memories 5 years from now, what would make it special?
Thank you, Mr. Badri, for the topic. It is one of the happiest moments because I can see the brightest people in front of me, and if it will be the 5 years from now, I think there is nothing in future. We live in the present, and as our Yomudi says, be mindful what we are doing. So the present moment is now. If you are doing something, if you are thinking something will happen in future, you never know tomorrow what will happen. So always believe in present. I do believe in present. I live in present. I don't know what will happen tomorrow or maybe five days down the line. So, so today is the best day for me, and I can see the brightest people in front of me, and that's can yeah.
It's a wonderful takeaway, Vikash. And next we call out a member. Toastmaster Madhav, your table topic question is, what's one habit that helps you slow down and enjoy life? What's one habit that helps you slow down and enjoy life? Toastmaster Madhav.
Hello everyone, good evening.
Good evening.
First of all, my voice will not be proper. I recently had a surgery, dental surgery. So I will be speaking very low. So, what is the one habit which helped me sorry. So the one habit which helped me slow down is connecting with my friends and my family.
Woo.
The people who are around you, they know you better, even better than yourself. So if you spend time with those people, sharing your moments, sharing your happiest moments, sharing your time when you are down, that helps you a lot. So recently, when I was having a surgery, I'll share my recent experience. So like this was the first time I was undergoing this surgery. So I was very down at this point of time. Like I was very anxious, like what will happen, how will I be able to recover and all. So I was planning earlier, like I should go to my hometown there with my parents, with whom like they will take care of me. But then I decided like this time I should be myself and give me a chance that I should be able to recover myself. And there were my friends, so I was sharing with them like how I feel every day. Like there were some days I was feeling pain, some days I was feeling weakness because I was high on medicines. So I shared with them, but I am able to recover. So yesterday only my stitches got cut, so feeling better now. And there will be days when you will be happiest, there will be days when you're down, recovering. So share your experiences with the people around you and get well.
Woo!
It's great to hear from you, Madhav. You all be energized when we meet new friends. Next, let's call a guest. Maybe. Divya, your table topic questions. If we could relive one ordinary day from your life, which day would you choose and why? If we could relive one ordinary day from your life, which day would you choose and why?
also with the custard as well. So that same day, I also enjoyed very much because after that I went to Central Park and I was roaming around and finding so new things, new people. I met new people, I talked to new people, and I found that there was a different person in me who was at one stage very sad and thinking that what will I do, how will I survive, and the other point I was really excited and I was feeling that I want to live this moment again because that made me stand up as who am I, and it made it more lucid that I can be independent on my own. So I would like to relive that day again. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Thank you, Divya. I never visited New York. It's a great inspiration. Next, let's call a member out there.
Aditya.
Adi!
Adi! Adi! Adi! Adi! Adi!
Toastmaster Aditya, table topic question for you is, what is one small thing that made you smile this week? What is one small thing that made you smile this week? Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. So, something new has started happening in my life since the last few months. I'm going to office every day. I was relaxing at home with a work from home facility for the last 3 years. But since the last couple of months, I started going to office every day. And last week, while I was taking a turn near Bellingham, which is very close from here, a kid sort of got down from the bus and stopped me. And I couldn't unnotice the kid, so I stopped the vehicle. And the kid told me, I want lift to my school, which is, let's say, 2 kilometers from here. So it's heavy traffic, and if I take a certain route to office, it makes me easier to reach office at a specific time. But just for the kid's sake, I decided to take a different route. And so I gave the lift to the kid. I reached the school, and then I realized he didn't say a thank you to me. He got out of the car and started hugging his friends. And that was such a beautiful moment. And later on, I tried to remember those moments when I had in my school during the earlier years, when we wouldn't care, once our parents dropped us at the school, we would rush to meet our friends. I don't know how many of you would be ready to stand in that assembly prayer, but we would all be feeling sleepy. But still, when it would be our friends waiting for us at the gate, we would rush to them, forgetting about who dropped us here. And that was a beautiful moment for me. So that's what I'd like to cherish for a few days. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. Next, we'll call upon a guest to be Rijul. Rijul, 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 Rijul. The table topic question is, when was the last time you truly enjoyed a simple moment without looking at your phone? When was the last time you truly enjoyed a simple moment without looking at your phone?
Okay, so that's a very tough question. Just want to enjoy the moment without looking at a phone, even if we can't play the best. But that was during a New Year party, which our apartment hosted. So there was this girl who was crying, and I just thought of leaving my phone. I just went up to her and asked, why are you crying or what happened? Although that was like a simple moment, but after that, what happened just changed something in me. So before that, I was like really scared of getting hugs from her because I never got any. But that day, when I tried to help her, she was happy, and that also brought some small amount of happiness in me. Although it was a small moment, but it also showed me that if I try to help people and make few lives better, or maybe help them to smile, it will truly be a blessing for me. And the house which I got, it helped me to gain confidence from getting hugs from girls. And yeah, I mean, although it doesn't make sense, but that was like one small moment which changed my life. And one more thing which happened was when I wasn't looking at my phone, I just started playing Xbox, playing Call of Duty, and that time I realized how fun it can be to play games rather than studying.
How do you spell your name?
Thanks, Rizul. Now we came to know you never miss COD in your life. So
Alright.
before going back to my seat, I would like to give a short tips and tricks on meditation. I've been following this for such a long time now. For me, the meditation is in a minute or even in 5 seconds, your mind will be thinking about a lot of scenarios in your mind. Meditation, what it will give is, invent all of your thoughts into a single thought. To achieve this, what I will do, I'll sit in front of a tree or something, and this is a focal point near the center of eyebrows, right? You have to keep the focus in this area, and you can visualize the things that you want to achieve. Even that single thought, visualize it, manifest it, and it would end up in a positive outcome. I've really experienced this one. Manifestation has a great positivity in our lives. So if you are trying meditation, just do this one. Thank you. Over to you.
Pragya, 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 Pragya.
Good evening once again. I'm back with my general evaluation report. Before starting my report, I would like to call upon the evaluators for the prepared speech section. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Madhur to evaluate Toastmaster Srigali.
Madhur, 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 Madhur.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first speech, it was not a speech, it was a movie premiere.
Woo!
Srihan, today you handed us the ticket of a movie. Especially I felt like I was watching a movie in a theater. And if I were a movie award distributor, I would have given you 3 awards.
3?
First, for the peak detailing. You expressed the lucidity of situations, and we were able to picturize the way you expressing the content, especially when you got a 4-page script from your dad, and it was the speech competition in your 9th standard. We felt like we were watching a movie, and thank you for expressing such a peak detail. And the second award, I would give you for the eye contact. I noticed from start to the end, you were having confident eye contact with the audience. Especially me, I was leaning in because I felt like you were watching me.
Oh.
And third award, I will give not to you, but to the actress of this movie, Meghna. Yes, the character. Having the character in a story is like having a cherry on top of it. And be able to see the first-hand experience through the lens of Meghna. But I would rate this movie 4 out of 5. And the 1 star I took so that we can improve this movie in a sequel where you kept the suspense of what are you doing right now in Bangalore and where is the Meghna right now. The one improvement I would suggest is the emotion. I could feel that in the start you were started like 19 August 1996, Kerala Thalisseri, something like that. I could feel in that speech we could have a little emotion while speaking, or especially when you were expressing about your first speech. Your eyes blurred, and your throat was thirsty, and your mind is blank. You could have feel the emotion and took a little pause. That could have given our movie 5 out of 5. But the best part, you won 3 awards today. And I wish you all the luck for the sequence. And you clearly met your objective of introducing yourself to the club. And in a summary, you had a peak detailing in the content and a confident eye contact and a character in your story. But we could improve on by adding emotion in our delivery. With that, I wish you best of luck for the sequel.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Madhu. Now I would like to call our second evaluator, Toastmaster Pooja, to evaluate Toastmaster Elanu.
Pooja, 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 Pooja.
Good evening once again, everybody, and especially good evening to my guests. Before that, I want to ask you all one question. Searching for a bride is not about creating a perfect checklist. How many of you actually resonate with it? Especially the men in the group who are married. How many times have your checklists been fulfilled? Elango. Toastmaster Elango, your speech was engaging and related. I had an arranged marriage and I could completely resonate. I particularly enjoyed the humorous present throughout your speech. Especially when you said, Mom, I want a girl. Mom, I want a lean girl. I want a beautiful girl. I want a beautiful, lean village girl. So I absolutely love the humor in that. Now I have 2 areas of improvisation and 2 areas of what you did well in your speech. First I'll go with what went well. You painted a picture in our minds, especially when you said there were narrow roads and beautiful lush green. We could absolutely imagine what a beautiful scenery it might have been, especially with the rains and monsoon, I believe. The second addition is you had a great structure. You had an introduction where you said marriage is a turning point when you started your speech. You had a body of the speech where you said, how you described the lady who was standing in the folded hands. That is how I could absolutely imagine how you figured it out. Then in the conclusion part, you had a message saying that it is not only about the checklist, but it is also about how it is unplanned and you met your. Now I have only 2 points of your improvisation. The first is that you could add pauses in your speech. For example, I felt that moment you told a line which said that moment everything became silent. There was a bit of a rush. I felt if you could have taken that pause and felt it, the audience would have absorbed it more. And also your storytelling could have been a little more vivid, especially when you were 5 people drenched and you would have shared that expressions, and then 25
great picturization and great structure. With that, all the best to your With that, I would like to now call the third evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Carol, to evaluate Toastmaster Nivedita.
Carol, 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 Carol.
If you're someone standing at the edge of something, trust your gut. Today, Toastmaster Nivedita spoke about how if you just listen to your second brain, your gut, life can completely change for you for the good. Toastmaster Nivedita, let me start with the things that I really liked about the speech, with a special focus on the feedbacks that you received for your first speech. Starting with number 1, evidences or anecdotes on how you brought about changes in the lives of people. In your previous speech, the evidences were a bit unclear, but in this speech of yours, I did see how you spoke about how you being in cancer research and gen oncology, that really helped advance patients' outcomes. So I think this really helped me understand, okay, this is what you do, and this is the way you help people and bring about change in their lives as well. So in that way, you have brought in a fairer, clearer picture. Secondly is with respect to your message, that is having a focused message. In your previous speech, the message kind of diverted into 2 different messages, but in this speech, I noticed how you streamlined your whole message around the whole idea of how change is uncomfortable, but only if you go through that change, you will go to the other side, and that happens with trusting your gut first. So that way, I really thought that you had a focused message. Thirdly, this is not related to your feedback in any manner, but this is something I personally felt. I think the message that you shared with all of us was very relatable, especially for me. I'm currently in a job position which I do not like, and I'm finding it very difficult to jump out of it. But your message today really inspired me to actually listen to my gut and just get out of it at the end of it. So thank you for this message. Now moving to the areas that I think can be worked upon a little bit, starting with one of the feedback that you received with respect to having more deliberate and relaxed gestures. While I did think that you were great, I feel like it can be even better. For instance, when you speak about your interview rounds, round 1, introductions. Round 2, nail biting because of the next set of questions. Round 3, congratulations, you moved to the HR round. So focusing really on each gesture when it is really required is something that can be worked upon. But this brings me to my second sub-point, which is pacing yourself. I think the first point can be worked upon a little bit more if you pace yourself a little bit more slower. Because there were instances where I felt that you were a bit rushed. For instance, was it enough or was there something more? You could instead rephrase it as, was it enough? Or was there something more? Or did I know what this job entailed? Not at all. Instead, did I know what this job entailed? Not at all. Right? So with that, I feel that although you can work a little bit more on relaxed and deliberate gestures and better pacing, the way in which you brought about a more clearer message and anecdotes which were stronger with a relatable message, I think you did a great job in this speech of yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karen. With this, we have covered the prepared speech section, and I would like to add what I have observed about this prepared speech section and evaluation. So, starting with Toastmaster Srihari, it was such a wonderful speech, and congratulations on your first for your speech. And Toastmaster Karen, how you come on stage and like the smile you give to everyone, I just stop listening. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for such a lucid meeting. And of course, I thought my counts will go beyond Nivedita's, where she got, I think, clocked 15 to 20 one of the days. 18 for about, I could only clock half of it. I think less than half. I think nobody has beaten that, right? No, well, today we had only 5 users of the word of the day. Calling out the usage, first it started with Carol in her evaluation where she told lucid explanation. Vasan had a very interesting use, razor sharp and lucid in evaluation. Again, the meaning is same, but the combination of razor sharp and lucid came out very well. Divya used it, so kudos to the guest for using word of the day. It was lucid that I can be independent. So really nice usage. Madhur mentioned explain lucidity in the situation, but the usage is not there. The usage could have been that he brought lucidity in that situation. So that's the correct usage. And now coming to some good usage of today throughout the meeting, we had speaker 1 Srihari using if they would have clapped in sarcasm. That was a really great usage of something that we can use in our daily life. Then wanted the ground to open up and swallow me alive. Again, a very great idiom. It's a metaphor that got used. Then Nivedita, as always, calling it out once again. I had vengeance with math. So vengeance, hatred with math. So that's a new word that can be used again. Vasan talked about changing my gears. Now changing my gears is changing your track or taking a different decision. So again a different idiom that got used. Divya again had one line called that became a horror story. So it's like your life becoming very scary and you are anxious. That's a very good usage of a metaphor. And now coming to some improvement, I think there are a lot of good things, but one improvement again, that instead of saying you felt the emotion, you should have told that you feel the emotion and then use it, or you should have felt the emotion. So the usage of feel, felt needs to be different. Some of the good words that have been used today is like testimony, like an example is a testimony, so that's the word. Then we had unrequited, used so many times. Then break a leg is not literally breaking a leg, it's saying good luck. Since I was given a challenge of noticing adverbs, so I slept peacefully. So here, peacefully is an adverb. I was fully drenched. Fully is an adverb. I was truly in the moment while exercising. Truly again was an adverb. And finding a partner is not a form checklist, is a good usage, but what your heart craves deeply.
that deeply is an adverb. So with all of these, I hope I was able to help you with understanding what adverb is, and that was my challenge and that was my intention to give back to the audience. With that, back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Diksha. Now I would like to call upon our founder for the day for presenting their report, Toastmaster Aryan.
Aryan, 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 Aryan.
So really comes job when it's easy to count when there are mistakes or if there are any hours or any errors which you can count. But it's very difficult to count which is not there. So it's a tough job for me and being the first meeting as a member. Yeah. Yet I would say we had Yango who was really flawless and Carol except for a couple of hours, he was flawless. And Badri, except one hand, he was also flawless. Wasik, he was also flawless, just he used one filler word kind of. Otherwise, everyone had really good, these speakers were flawless. Apart from that, there were total 65 correct sounds, the most used sound. I was wondering why it is called as R counter, not CRPF counter or some other counter. So now I got it. Now I understood. So I understood because the most used word in any speech is R. So it was used about 70 times, and the crutch words, but, and, so. These three words are used for about 50 times. Being the most used. And apart from that, filler words were more. It was used 2 times. I would also say for the prepared speech, it's easy because they know what they have to say, so it's easy. But for the table topic section, it was tough, and that's where I was really active again. I was taking account of every words. While Madhav, Vidya, and Aditya had some of the such words, and our count was really less in order to except because. Alright, so my goal was to help you all to be mindful about the unconscious habit of using these CRPF elements in your speeches so that your speeches remain lucid. Because of these pure meaningless words, the more it impacts our speeches. When we don't use these meaningful words, our speeches become more impactful and we communicate better. Over to you, Pradeep.
Now I would like to call a third person who was being mindful about the time in whole complete meeting. So let's call upon the timer for the day, Toastmaster Rishika, to present their report.
Rishika, 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 Rishika.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
This is my first official book, and I was really nervous. But after having a good exercise of my shoulder, I'm fine with it. Almost everyone was mindful about my shoulder exercise. They follow their time limitation, except few evaluators. So for prepared speeches, she had took 6 minutes, 0.5.22 seconds. Oh my God. Yamo took 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 56.79 seconds. Nivedita took 5 minutes, 57.91 seconds. And for evaluators, Madhu took 3 minutes, 26.15 seconds. And Pooja took 3 minutes, 14.31 seconds. And the most interesting person, Carol, took 3 minutes, 31.9. And for the table topic speakers, I'll call out the name who has taken less than 2 minutes. Vikas, Madhav, Divya, Aditya, Raju. You all have taken less than 2 minutes to do students all of you. And Wasim, you have 2 minutes, 0.4.42 seconds.
0.4! Are you crazy, Wasim?
Thank you so much.
0.4?
Okay, with this, we would like to call upon the last evaluator from my team, Toastmaster Srinath, for the special role.
Woo!
Srinath, 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 Srinath.
Good evening, Fridays.
Good evening.
Dear guests. So, I have noted down few questions based on the speeches. There is only one rule. I'll ask a question. You have to raise your hand. Then I'll choose a member or a guest. You have to answer. And in case of any failed answer, I'll then pass it to other person. And if you remember, I told there is a special surprise for all of the winners. So guys, we have cupcakes for you.
Which are you just?
If you are thinking I am confused, yes I am.
Okay, let's start it.
Okay, so let's start with one of the easiest question. How old Brighthearts each, and what is the meeting number for today's meeting?
Already have. See, I already have this.
Presiding officer.
Yes, sir.
Presiding officer? He's the president of our club.
Guys,
No.
I have to get his attention so that I can win.
Yeah, you know he's the only person not allowed to vote in the next election.
Okay.
Almost.
2 years old and 90th meeting.
Coming to the second question, very easy one. After getting caught, Rachel got confident.
Rachel.
After getting a hug.
Was your hand raised? Minus cupcake for her.
Okay, third question. Around how many years back, Nivedita was a professor, and back then her student used to call her by what?
Okay, Wasim can't answer. Devsha also can't answer.
Yeah, I'm 14 years.
14 years? 6 years back.
Okay, then her student used to call her by what?
Terror. Yeah, that I remember. That I'll remember for years. Cupcake.
Okay,
I
next
deserve the
question.
word.
When Srihari was born?
Who was the evaluator? No! He was the evaluator. No! He was the evaluator!
Yeah,
I need cupcake.
Okay, guys, next question. Ilangos had asked each other to search for dash 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 type of girls.
Three dashes. No. He didn't care about education.
Beautiful.
Diksha, you care about education.
Yeah, this is the interesting one. Right?
So much crosstalk.
Okay. Whose phone rang during sleep?
What song was she playing?
What song it was?
Karen missed the essay session. She came late also.
Art of noticing.
Okay, next question. Where did Ilengo saw a girl doing what?
Okay.
Red card after
He
this.
saw a girl near the banyan tree playing to a
Ganesha.
the Ganesha.
You know your own world.
See, I am very mindful.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up.
Okay, next one.
Last question. Last one.
What habit helped mother to slow down?
I raised my hand first.
Connecting with people and sharing things.
It's connected with friends and family, and you're wrong. No cupcake.
Okay, guys, I am done. Over to you.
Not just people, not you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Srinath. And I think everybody enjoyed it a lot. Right? So there's so much shouting. People try to be a bit
Calm and
mindful about not making noise.
somebody said woohoo to that.
With that, I would like to start my evaluation for today's meeting. We started the meeting at 4:04, which was kind of on time. So we were great on our timings. We are still doing great with the timing.
We're on time.
Now, all the role takers came on time, and the meeting agenda was also sent on our WhatsApp group by our VP Education Toastmaster Aditya a day before the meeting. Okay, other than that, the meeting room was a bit dark when I came, but when Toastmaster Deepsha came, she switched on all the lights and I think there was some technical glitch of that camera was not working, so we can maybe take care of it from the next meeting before the meeting starts. Now, I'll start with specific feedback on different role takers, starting with Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Anna. Toastmaster Anna, you have covered about Toastmaster history, like it is in 140 country, and when the Bright Heart started 2 years back. You also covered all the rules very nicely. So kudos to you on that job. I do not have any major feedbacks for you. Thank you. Now, talking about the presiding officer, Toastmaster Sayuj, you came on stage, and as a president, I was seeing you on the stage for the first time. It was a great moment for me. You explained about the awards, and I think You teach me there. But definitely the theme was very connecting. The theme was something that all the adults in the room can someday think about. Like some of the events definitely happen in our life and we need to be mindful, or we want to be mindful, or eventually something happen and then we are mindful. So one thing that happened with me few months back was I was being very unhealthy and I was not feeling like coming to all the meetings also. That's how I missed 2 of the meetings. So I am now mindful about my eating habits. Talking about your keyboard section, you have talked about all the 3 sections very nicely, how the meeting is going to conduct, prepared speech, table topic and evaluation. So all the guests were also sure about what they are going to attend in the meeting. You also elaborated about the mindfulness and on some point when I was holding that cupcake, I was definitely judging my self-control there, and many of the people felt the same when they were holding the cupcake.
Yes.
Because you had 3.
No, you already had.
And also you have summarized it very mindfully. Like it was not like abruptly done because my mentor told me that notice whether the Toastmaster of the day is summarizing their theme or not, but you did it very well. So kudos to you on that. No media feedback story. Woo! Now coming on the timer for the day from the tag team. Congratulations Toastmaster Rishika, this was your first time role taking and you had done a wonderful job there. You have explained about all the timings like 5 to 6 minutes or 1 to 2 minutes for table topic round very nicely. But a small feedback would speakers. Do we have time left?
We do not have time.
We don't have? Okay. So I will just skip this table topic, speakers evaluation. I have here in my reports. If anybody is interested, please meet me after meeting and I will share that. With that, I think it was a great meeting. It was again for me also the first time as a GE role.
Woo! Vote too.
Now we will start voting.
Yeah, they will not be presented. It's bit.ly. The QR code will be shared in the group again.
bit.ly/bhtm vote too.
Yeah. Share in the Bright Hearts group. If anybody has any trouble, let me know.
bit.ly/bhtm vote too. Everybody is able to.
We have only 3 responses till now. Let's.
Please vote fast. How many people have voted already? Can you please raise your hand?
Okay, we need a few more votes. Yeah, you can call on the presiding officer.
Okay, with that, I would like to hand over the stage to the presiding officer. Yeah, presiding officer for the day, Toastmasters.
Yeah, he was disqualified. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so how was the meeting?
Great.
Awesome. So first I would want to acknowledge a couple of people. Rishika, Aryan, Pragya, Aditi. Please give a round of applause for their first Sri Hari and a guest Divya. It takes a lot of courage to come on stage. With that, Aditi, what a wonderful meeting, lovely team. I love the cupcakes. I have to spend a lot of time in the cupcakes. Was it waking up at 4 o'clock? Sure. Okay, and Pragya, wonderful evaluation. It was just awesome. And just one thing that I need to tell people, right? Something very serious. Evaluation is very critical. You learn how to evaluate, but time management is extremely important. No matter what the role is, time management is extremely important. No matter how great evaluation you do, how great you make the role, how great you speak, if you don't need the time, everything is going to collapse. And I want to mention this because we had continuous before meetings, people missing out on the time. Right? So just make sure that when the timer raises the card, and as she said, her shoulders were paining, so please respect. Okay, so with that, yes, yes, Rizal, you've not come on stage. Why don't you come up and give a feedback on that meeting?
When I first came here, I was like a bit shy, but now I can just come up on the stage and talk to you guys easily. I'm not scared. That part has changed a lot.
Awesome.
So, as I told that this is not my first time I'm attending a public speaking class. In 8th also I was like active member of the public speaking group. There I used to give speeches in front of like almost 100, 200 people. So it's nothing new for me. But after that the break which happened, I like literally became shy and I was like, I didn't have the confidence to talk to people, but I think the advice will help me to gain that confidence back and also help me to make new friends. The session was best.
Couple of announcements before I announce the results. We had a membership renewal going on, and the 82% folks have renewed. Awesome. And a special thank you to our membership team, Deepsha and Macharika. Special mention to Akshay and Madhav, who helped us make sure that the payment reaches international. And the other thing is 16th of August, we are having our humorous contest. Right? So we have 8 people registered to take part in this contest. So watch out for it. It's going to be exciting. You're going to laugh out of your seat. So keep your calendars booked for that day. Plus, Priyansh has also sent out the form for the role takers. Please apply to it. It's an event where you just not a timer on the tally counter. You're learning experience because later down the line, we would want some people to go represent in the area, the district, the division, etc. So it's a great opportunity for you to slowly start learning, even as a role taker. Okay, so important. Aditya, when is it closing? This week sometime? Yeah, so please do as soon as possible. And if Priyansh reaches to you, just say yes. Okay. So with that, we come to the. Okay, so the best auxiliary role is Toastmaster Deepsha.
Deepsha.
Devsha, that was a very lucid report that you gave on the grammarian, and great work. I really love the way you made people think about adverbs. At this stage, I forgot so, great job there. Okay, now coming to the best table topic speaker is welcome back Toastmaster Wasim. Wasim, great table topics, and it was nice to see you back on stage, because whenever you come on stage, I always learn from you, and thank you. Now the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Madhur. Madhur! 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 Madhur, it's not easy evaluating icebreaker, because when you evaluate the other folks, when you evaluate an icebreaker, you tend to set expectations high, but the evaluation that you give was spot on, and Srihari can learn a lot, and I would love to see Srihari's next speech and takes your evaluation and brings it up. Thank you so much. Now, for the best role player goes to Toastmaster Aditi.
Aditi, 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 Aditi.
Aditi, that was a wonderful team. Thank you so much for the cupcakes. I was not mindful at all about how many. Okay, now for the best speaker award, that goes to Toastmaster Nivedita. Nivi, that speech was awesome. I think from the previous time that we gave the speech to now, there was a lot of difference. I could see all the feedback that was given, incorporated in it, and I just love this. Okay. Congratulations to all the winners.
Wasim thought we can take it home.
Since it was new to me, I don't like it's my more fun, I guess.
Okay, with that, I declare meeting 90 closed. Okay, and